Hi, this is Allison Profit, co-host of the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit, which is happening February 27th to the 29th, 2024. Today, I am super excited to be joined by Jamie Madsen, and she is going to be doing her Summit Speaker Spotlight interview with us today, just so you can get to know a little bit more about her. Jamie is going to be joining us for a presentation called Surrendered Success, and we're just going to dive right on in. Hi, Jamie. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. So I'd love just for you to introduce yourself and your business.
Great. So, my name's Jamie Madsen. I am an online business coach. I primarily focus on supporting online coaches and content creators and developing content strategies and online programs so they can build their life of purpose driven freedom and financial success and live a life of abundance that they love supporting others with.
Amazing. So Jamie and I met at a networking event. She, in addition to her business, runs a really fantastic local networking group here in Northern Colorado for women. And as we were connecting, I just was really drawn to certain pieces of her story. She came up to me to introduce herself and get to know me a little bit better. And I really felt this soul vibe from her. And Jamie, I would love for you, in your words, to share what does it mean to you to be a soulful entrepreneur?
Fabulous. To me, being a sorry, let me repeat that. Edit that out.
No editing. We just keep it all in there. It's authentic.
It has to be, right?
Yes.
We're humans. So to me, being a soulful entrepreneur means truly aligning with what fully lights you up inside. Because so many of us are living lives based on have tos rather than want to. And that was a pivotal moment for me that we kind of discussed in our first meeting of earlier of 2023. I had that moment in time where I decided I wanted to align with the path that made me the happiest. And the conversation I even had with Travis a little bit earlier was that I wanted to have the freedom and the flexibility to work on my terms. My former career is in real estate. And while I love working in real estate, I love working with clients. The paychecks are fabulous when they come in. However, I wanted to have more freedom and more autonomy over the decisions that I made in my business and really to align with something that I knew I could create more impact in people's lives. And of course, buying houses is impactful and it's a huge moment in people's lives as well. But I found more passion around supporting people in aligning with what they want to do and what they find lights them up as well. And so that's how I ended up in online business coaching. The freedom to work when you want, where you want, on your terms, and have complete autonomy over decisions that you make in your business, and also using content creation as a creative outlet and have it be your own, which
Yeah.
is such a beautiful expression of self.
I love that. And I'm sure your real estate career really influenced your ability to do that because you really do need to stand out and build a relationship and provide valuable things other than just market updates to your real estate clients, right? How do you stand out? So
That's right.
I can see the connection of how what you did before really is informing and fueling some of the passion that you have for the work you're doing now. At the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit, we're not all just about the business stuff. The theme this year is about release. So there will be a lot of topics about releasing, and that can be kind of a heavy thing. But one of the things that we really think is important is fun. My top value is joy. And so we actually ask all of our speakers to provide us with one of their favorite go-to songs, that song that really energizes them, gets them pumped up. So Jamie, I'd love for you to share what's your go-to song and why does it pump you up?
So my go-to song is actually a song without words. It's entirely instrumental. It's by Soul Rising. It's called The Journey. And I believe that the essence of the song really does speak to the name, which is the journey. And it's sort of this like ascending, rising pitch and beats that are very soft and not startling, but just vibe. It's a vibe. And what I love so much about it is that it's one of those songs that I could sit and focus on my work with and listen to over and over and over again. And it's that reminder that life is a journey and business is a journey, and you really have to enjoy the process. And so between the name and just the softness of the song itself, I really love it for what it is that I do.
I love that explanation. It's a vibe. I think that's really the essence of soulful entrepreneurship. It's like a vibe. It's there's a of course there's a focus, right? There needs to be a focus in our business. But then there is the flow and the softness, and I think that the duality of life and business, we have to really be intentional and honor both sides of that. So
That's
I
right.
love that. So, what we do actually with all of our go-to songs is we actually compile a playlist every year that we run the summit. And that way, the attendees have this like fun little gift, a thing that they can use to get energized before the summit, during the summit, after the summit. So, if you're interested in that, take a look. We've got the links for that in the video notes below. You can get it on YouTube or on Spotify. So, super stoked about sharing that. So, Jamie, I'd love to know, what are you excited about sharing at the actual summit?
So much. There's so much to share on the topic of soulful entrepreneurialism. However, I think the biggest piece, which is the theme of my speech, is that concept of surrendered success. Because so many of us, when building our businesses, get caught in the hamster wheel of do all the time rather than being. And there's a lot that ties into surrendering, from letting go of past traumas and releasing of toxic relationships that no longer align with you and the person that you're trying to become in your business, as well as letting go of behaviors that you may still be acting on that do not serve you in who it is that you're trying to become. So, and there's even more. There's more topics that I'll discuss on, but I would say those are the top few that are really the most important to me and the most important to so many other entrepreneurs who are trying to build success in their lives and success in their businesses. So, surrendering to the outcome and remembering that it is a journey. It is all a journey. And if there is urgency attached to any of it, then it's not aligned. And so that's a huge piece of my programs. That's a big part of what I teach people in the foundational work of my programs, because, of course, with online business coaching, there's a lot of strategy. There's a ton of strategy involved. But without the foundation of purposeful alignment, surrendering to your success and doing it because this is what you are passionate about, this is what lights you up, the money can flow in significant abundance compared to the person who is trying to force it. So much to speak on, but in a nutshell, it's just surrendering.
I,
Surrender.
I I love that so much. And after trying to start my business 4 times in all these like traditional ways that everybody was like, you should do this, 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 and this. And after I really came to the realization that for me, I had to do the business in the way that felt right and good to me. And sure, there's lots of different things that we could be doing and that are important for success, but you don't need to do everything right now. It's one of the things that Travis says is win. What's important now?
Oh, that's good.
And I think that that's really great. And integrating the doing of the now, it is important to be in the moment too and be aligned and whatever that looks like for you. So, well, Jamie, we've got one more round of questions. You don't know what these are, but they're just quick little rapid fire questions for us to get to
Okay.
know a little bit about you personally. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Early riser or night owl?
Both.
Oh, I love that answer. Beach or mountains?
mm, Mountains.
What's the funnest memory you're taking with you from 2023?
Mm. Funnest memory. Not
Uh-huh.
necessarily best, but funnest. Oh, getting our puppy. We did a
Oh, you
Christmas
almost
surprise for our kids on Christmas morning, and that whole experience of going to the mountains to pick her up. We dropped them off at grandparents. They had no idea we were doing it. We came home and gave her to a friend for 2 days, having to keep my big mouth shut, because the accidental slips and things here and there. Like, oh, goodness. But leading up to that moment on Christmas morning when we had our friend drop her off and brought her in and said, "Hey, guys, we have one more present for you." And just seeing the look on their faces, of course, we recorded it. So just a moment I'll never forget. It was so fun.
That's amazing. I love that story. And
Thanks.
then what's your biggest takeaway from 2023? I know you've had a lot of different things. So what's the biggest takeaway?
Oh gosh, there's so many things. I would say number one is embrace the process, but number two to that is start messy. Don't be afraid to start because so many people wait way too long thinking they have to make it all perfect. And instead of embracing the fact that your business is not going to be what it's going to be in 10 years, and it's okay to bring people along that journey with you.
Mm, yes, there you have it, folks. Well, Jamie, it was so nice to get to know a little bit more about you. If you're watching or listening to this, we want to personally invite you to join us at the 2024 Soulful Entrepreneur Summit. You can get more details and register for your ticket at www.getsoulfulsuccess.com. The link will be in the video description below. We cannot wait to see everyone at the end of February. Thanks so much again, Jamie.
Thank you.